All right, team and gang. So welcome to my channel. It's called Uber Courtesy Ride. And my website is courtesyride.com. KURTESYRIDE.com. So my theme this week is actually going to be the theme of the month, really, is safety. Not safety for us drivers, it's safety for the passengers. We need to learn how to make sure our passengers feel safe right away. In that first 10 seconds, it's huge, where you need to make that immediate impact where that passenger hops in your car and feels safe right away. Because you know what? They judge you, and the number one thing that they think about before hopping in the car is safety. And I've heard too many stories from passengers where they've been creeped out, they've been hit on, they've been so on. And you know what that happens? For us Uber drivers out there, that gives us a bad name. So that's the last thing I want. This is my full-time job. I take this seriously. So I want to be the best Uber driver in the Twin Cities, and I want you guys to be the best Uber drivers in the Twin Cities. All right, so the tip of the week this week, and I got like 5 tips. I'm not going to go long-winded, 8-10 minutes. The first tip this week is when you're driving along, when you pick up that passenger, and I will tell you next week that introduction to the passenger, but when you're driving along and you're talking to the passenger, you tell every passenger, males, females, and you know what? You go say, you know what, ma'am? Or whomever, you know what? I just want to point out one thing you might not be aware of. I want to point out the new safety feature on your Uber app. All right? Are you familiar with the Blue Shield on your Uber app? And if you guys have an Uber app, you guys should be also listening too, because it's the Blue Shield. And what that does, ma'am, is that you're able to click on that Blue Shield, then you're able to share your ride to anybody you want, from a text message to a Facebook message to an email message, and they're able to follow your ride from the pickup all the way to your destination. And secondly, on the Blue Shield is the emergency hotline. And with the emergency hotline, you're able to there goes to 911 right away. So I tell every passenger, whether it's a 2-minute ride, a 30-minute ride, or an hour ride, that tip. It's the number one safety tip that I point out. And so, again, we need to do a better job as Uber drivers to make sure our passengers feel safe and sound. And if you want to be the best Uber driver in your market, I guarantee you 90% of the passengers do not know about this feature. And 90% of the passengers say thank you very much for sharing that with me, and I will definitely be using it. All right, again, their concern is the safety. Their first instinct is when they hop in the car, they want to know that they're safe right away. Next week, again, I will talk about the building rapport in that first 10 seconds on how you can make that passenger feel safe right away. And by doing that, your tips are going to be a lot larger. And I get tips probably 70% of the time. So for every 10 passengers, I get tips 7 out of 10 times. So that's my story. I want you to subscribe to my Uber channel, or my YouTube channel, Uber courtesyride.com. Go on my website at courtesyride.com, KURTESYRIDE.com. Again, I want you to learn how you can become the best Uber driver in your market. So hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Some of my friends out there, you haven't subscribed yet, I'll be sending you instant messages via Facebook if you haven't done it in the next week. So for those that you have, I appreciate it. So that's my story. Next week, we'll talk about building rapport with that first 10 seconds and how you make your passengers feel safe in that first 10 seconds. Again, the month of March is going to be my theme. It's going to be safety. All right? Safety not for the drivers. We'll talk about that later. But safety for the passengers. God bless. Have a great day. We'll talk next week.